people around the age of 40 and 50 listen to disco polo, which is like Polish disco. Very much that. Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, like Belarusian sounds like just a little different Russian. I mean, it's in the name, so.
No, don't listen to them. We have our official language of our country. I feel like it's less.
Hello!
Very common language or it used to be very common language, like when my parents were younger, because they used to learn Russian instead of English in school.
During Soviet Union time?
Yeah.
I don't think it will be hard to understand.
I think Russian is the language of Dostoevsky.
I feel like we have a lot of similarities with Russian. Grammatically though, I feel like Russian...
Also with the alphabet, right?
Yeah, we use the same alphabet, so phonetically, linguistically, we are very related. I feel like it will be easier for me to understand you rather vice versa. That has been my experience so far. Like, it's harder for Russians to understand Bulgarian than for us to understand you guys for some reason.
Bulgarian is more easy than, for example, Polish.
Yeah, okay.
I also think Russian is really beautiful.
Yeah, it sounds like people are singing compared to German. German is so like...
Even Polish, I feel like there's this misconception that Russian, like in Hollywood, it's always this like Russian guy, you know, walks around with guns. But I think Russian is such a beautiful, melodic, poetic even language.
Yeah, but especially like those people in Hollywood, they over-exaggerate it a lot. They're like, yo, yeah, of course.
I feel like the misconception comes because Russian as a language is very melodic. Comparing people speaking Russian than actors doing the English accent with the Russian accent. Yeah. So speaking English with the Russian accent sounds much more harsher than the actual Russian accent. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Odd one.
Odd one?
Polish!
I think so too. I think Polish might be the odd one. I feel like when it comes to comparing our languages to Russian, I think Polish will be the most different one.
Yeah, I also think that Poland will be the odd one.
Also, if you think about it geographically, Poland might be the farthest one from Russia.
We're far as well.
Both of you have a lot of similarities actually.
Yeah, we like to say that Poland is Central Europe, not Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
So that's why, and the same with Czech Republic.
In Russian we say dверь.
In Polish we say drzwi.
In Ukrainian we say двери.
In Czech we say dveře.
In Bulgarian we say vrata.
Vrata, that's like the slang in Czech for like the big door, which are usually like when you're entering the garden.
In Belarusian we say dvere.
Yeah, I feel like your word sounds the outside. Dvor.
Yeah.
Or at least for me. Or like a palace as well.
Palace, it's like dворец.
Dvorец. Oh, but that sounds like a royal, like when there were like queens and princes, like dvorец.
We also have like dvor, it's like outside.
Yeah, we do have it as well, yeah.
What is it, the garden?
Like where kids play.
Yeah, dvor is yard. But we do understand dveri, like it's a more archaic word, but do you have then porta?
Port, like port to the different world? Like in Minecraft, like...
A big one would be porta.
But that has to be like a Latin language.
I assume. Yeah.
But how did you say it in Poland?
Drzwi.
Drzwi.
It sounds like something completely different.
In Russian we say gora.
In Polish we say góra.
In Ukrainian we say hora.
In Czech we say hora.
That will be the odd one out, I assume. In Bulgarian we say planina.
Okay. When you say in planina, it means like something is like flat.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Planina it means like something is flat.
In Belarusian we say hara.
So we've done this before, and actually in Bulgarian, gora would mean forest. So that's why I don't know what happened. I don't know. So how do you say forest in Russian? Les. We have les as well. We do say les as well.
In Ukrainian will be lis.
Lis is fox in Polish.
I feel like in other countries, because like Bulgarian has changed over, especially during the 20th century, we updated the language, kind of simplified it. And we have a lot of loan words from Greek and from Turkey as well, whereas in other Slavic languages, some of the words are the original ones.
Yeah, we keep to the standard ones.
We are the odd one out here.
In Russian we say zoloto.
In Polish, we say złoto.
In Ukrainian we say zoloto.
In Czech we say zlato.
In Bulgarian, we say zlato.
In Belarusian, we say zolota.
Similar.
Yours is like, what did you say again? Zwo?
It was the same word.
I mean, it was the same, but you have like what?
Złoto. So it's that L with a thingy. It's a woo sound.
Yeah, okay.
Złoto.
It sounds so funny. It's like some show like woo.
Actually, for Bulgarians, if you can, like, it's a speech impediment. When you cannot say L, you would say w.
Coming for his Poles.
Yeah. Gelato. Does it sound like gelato? A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
In Russian we say golos.
In Polish, we say głos.
In Ukrainian we say holos.
In Czech we say hlas.
In Bulgarian, we say glas.
In Belarusian, we say holos.
Homeless?
Hola.
Bulgarian like glass?
Glass.
Because glass it sounds like glass.
Glaza. No, glass. I feel like it's mostly the same. You add one more vowel after the first consonant.
Either a h or a g sound.
Because Polish, there's always something extra.
In Russian we say голова.
In Polish, we say głowa.
In Ukrainian we say голова.
In Czech we say hlava.
In Bulgarian, we say glava.
In Belarusian, we say halava. It's very similar, yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Because it sounds so funny. It's like boom. Is it guava?
Guava, guava.
It sounds like the fruit guava.
Guava. Oh, a little bit, yeah. You guys are bullying me.
No, there's no offense.
Nothing against the Polish, it's just the language.
Какая у вас погода сейчас? Часто ли у вас идет снег зимой?
Ну, зараз погода, я не ведаю. Учора мама телефонувала і казала, що холодно. Ну, холодно. Але я не ведаю, тому що я зараз тут, у Кореї. Сніг? Так, ми маємо шмат снігу. Во, зимою. Дуже холодно. Ти розумієш?
Окей.
A little bit. Something about snow.
So like I understood like the weather is cold. You called someone, your mom, or yeah, and she said the weather is cold and you have a lot of snow in winter, like this. You of course you don't know about this weather, your weather in Belarus because you're in Korea.
Look at you, fantastic understanding.
My mom from Belarus.
Very good. I understood the question and yeah. General feeling is we, Belarusian people, will understand 100%. One of the reasons is because Russian is our official language along with Belarusian. So I do speak fluent Russian and that's why I understand. And I noticed that when we speak Belarusian to Russian people, they understand mostly, but there are some, let's say, funny words specifically for Belarusian language. So sometimes that one can cause a little bit of confusion. But I think if we stayed for half an hour together, we would have a perfect conversation without even.
Yeah, I think so too. It's not that hard for me. Yeah, there was easy. That was easy.
Oh, Polish colleague is suffering.
No, I was having a very hard time. I understood that you called your mother and something about snow, but the question itself, nothing, absolutely nothing got to me.
For me, the first part of the question, because you use pogoda for
Pagoda.
for weather, right? So I wouldn't know that. Now I know it because we've done this video, but I was actually thinking when I first read it, it was like, oh, she's asking for what time is it now?
Because you guys have that pogoda in time.
Pogoda is like gudina or сейчас. When you сейчас, I know it's like now. So I was like, now maybe the time, I don't know.
A general feeling, when I travel to Poland and I hear Polish people talking, I can actually understand and respond in my broken Belarusian Polish way. Ти розумієш, пан, я не мовлю по-польську something. Yeah, but I also noticed that when I use Russian, Polish people would find it more challenging to understand me.
I have this feeling that Russian might be, it may be Bulgarian as well. Those might be the two languages that are the most dissimilar, the most different from Polish? Because I found it easier when you were speaking your language than when you were speaking Russian.
I think, yeah, I understood like 90%, I would say. But it's also because I studied Russian, so maybe like the people who studied German, for example, wouldn't understand.
Heard a lot of Russian since a young age, so I could understand. I felt like there's a lot of similarities between Russian and Belarusian,
yeah.
Almost like a dialect.
Yeah, like Belarusian sounds like just a little different Russian. I mean, it's in the name, so.
No, don't listen to them. We have our official language of our country.
I feel like it's less softened than Russian. So that's why it's probably easier to understand for you.
So you understood that I wasn't talking about going for a walk and doing some shopping. You knew I'm talking about the weather.
Yeah.
In the middle. I can understand it more than Russian, but I wouldn't say like I understand 100%.
Какие традиционные блюда у вас самые популярные? Вы любите борщ?
Ooh, I got that one, I think, the last one.
That's a very nice question. Makes me hungry.
Борщ обожнюю. Готова куштувати його кожного дня. Моя мама мені робила цю страву кожної неділі. Дуже люблю цю страву. Традиційні страви, які вони у нас відомі. Мабуть, голубці чи вареники. Також я дуже люблю шубу чи олів'є. Але ми їмо цю страву більш взимку, тому що Новий рік, подаруночки. Я не знаю, що можна ще сказати, які страви ще у нас відомі. Млинці. Я люблю млинці.
Mlynci. Very traditional Ukrainian drink, mlynci.
So, I understood like she very adores borscht. Like your mom cooks this well, kind of. Like there were so many words. So when it comes to traditional dishes, you say you have голубцы, вареники, оливье, минти. I guess it's like селедка под шубой. No? Oh, it's different.
Yeah, that's right.
I have no idea how it says in English though.
Fish hidden under a fur coat.
Because it's like the very thick dish, we put fish. I forgot the сельдь in English.
Anchovies? No.
Friend of, cousin of anchovies.
Yeah, it's like this kind of dish. Maybe 70.
I understand Russian 100%.
I mean, I have Ukrainian friends, so like, yeah.
I also mentioned that we are eating the two dish in the New Year, but she haven't mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned that we're eating shuba and olivia on New Year's. Have you understand this one?
I heard like olives.
Olivia. Because like we have actually the same dishes, I guess, like оливье, селедка под шубой, голубцы, вареники, yeah.
Very hungry conversation.
I guess in Belarus you also have the same dishes, so.
Yeah, I think this like most popular dishes in all countries like Ukraine, Russia, Belarus,
The question. Okay. Yeah.
Poland.
I only understood the last part about barsh. Yeah, and then when it came to the answer, then I was like, oh, it's about like, is it like strava or something like that? And I was like, ooh, that's about favorite dishes. But I didn't get that from the question.
I'm sorry. I only understood the first part, that she loves borscht and that her mom makes it every Sunday.
Yeah, like every week.
Every week, okay, something every something, I don't know. And then when it came to all of the meals, like the popular traditional dishes, we don't really have those, or probably we call it in a different way, so I couldn't understand what you were talking about. Yeah, but it sounded quite different, so.
Yeah, for me same. I mean, I got something, but definitely not everything. And when you started to talk about meals, I had no idea what you're talking about. I only got mint tea. Is it really like made with the mint, like peppermint?
No. It's like blинчики.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Thai
Yeah.
pancakes.
It's like a pancakes. Pancakes, but in Ukrainian it calls mlynci.
Okay.
I think it's also that she had more time to answer, as opposed to like the Russian part was just 1 or 2 sentences, 1 or 2 questions, and so it was not as easy for me to get the context of it. because as I was listening to what she was saying, I understood some words and I could grasp what she was talking about without actually knowing what the thing is. Like I don't know the particular dishes, but getting to listen to what she's saying, I was like, okay, yeah, this has to be about that. And we were talking about food, so this has to be like, I don't know, maybe not favorite dishes, but like something traditional in her country, because we're talking about cultures. So it's more about context for me.
So basically, like Ukraine and Belarus, they can understand Russian in most cases. Russian people, like, they cannot understand 100% of Ukraine language or Belarus. I think, like,
Which would you understand better, Ukrainian or Belarusian?
Belarus, for me, Belarus.
We speak Russian, so I would understand Russian better. I understand Ukrainian, I don't speak it. If I moved to Ukraine and let's say stayed there for some time, I think it would be easier for me to start speaking Ukrainian language, maybe in a funny way. I would be so confident I became fluent and people would be like, ha ha ha, look at this person.
I do understand Russian better than Belarus, I would say. Russian, I think 100%, but Belarus is about like 80.
I don't have hopes for your reply.
Probably. Maybe she will get something, but
Maybe one random word.
I will try to speak very slowly, okay?
I don't think the speed will help.
В вашей стране много гор? Вы любите ходить в походы?
V Česku máme mnoho hor. Celá Česká republika je vlastně, nebo skoro celá, je obehnaná vlastně horami.
Nana?
Po horách nechodím, ale ráda jezdím na snowboardu.
Whoa!
Okay?
What?
That was very slow. Okay, I tried my best.
So you say that you have a lot of mountains in Czech Republic. Basically, your country is like surrounded by mountains. So you don't like campings,
Yeah,
hiking,
like hiking, yeah.
but you prefer snowboard.
Exactly.
That's what I understood.
I can go to Czech Republic now! Did you have a mercy on us?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me it was like easy because I studied Russian, but maybe people who are not familiar with the language would probably understood like what was the question about, but not the whole question.
How would you say that question in Czech?
No, máte ve vaší zemi mnoho hor? I hope I understood it correctly. Chodíte rádi po horách?
I feel like there's several words, gor, mnogo, and chodit, maybe. But where are you going?
With all these mountains.
So yeah, I guess they could get the gist of it.
80 actually, I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too, I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
Maybe
Nothing at all.
what about the mountain? You have the same word, no?
But I just didn't hear it. I just was like, what? Yeah, I didn't get it at all. I think it's about the accent maybe that I'm just not used to.
Skate, snowboard, yeah, very Czech word. Traditional Czech word, snowboard.
I actually got only the snowboard part.
I think snowboarding, I got it.
What she was talking at the start, I didn't get. Like I was like try to hear, but I just didn't get it.
Same, like for me, the question was a bit, from the start, I would get a bit confused because for me, I thought you were talking about forests, not mountains. And I thought, oh, okay, Czech Republic has a lot of forests. Oh, maybe mountains, but so I only understood that part and just some words from the sentence, but as a whole, it was very confusing. So the second part, I didn't even hear about the snowboard.
I think I understood like 75%. I finally understood something.
Okay, that's
And
nice.
the words that you use, like mnogo, that is not the way that we would say it in Polish, but like I understand it. I get it 100%, yes.
Well, I'm happy.
You were kind of confident in the beginning. Yeah, I can go to Czech, and then.
Absolutely. Like once we finish the filming, maybe not going right away, but I will definitely check the tickets.
What did you guys get excited for at the end? Was it the snowboard part?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, because I was like, what happened?
I was thinking to like kind of say it differently, like instead of I like snowboarding, I wanted to say me and my family we like to like go to mountains, like visit mountains, but I think that you wouldn't get it. That's why I said snowboard.
Thank you.
Don't kill our confidence. Dobrze, panna, dobrze.
Please speak slowly. I think I would understand.
No, you please speak slowly because I need to understand the question. Because what if I don't?
Make up stuff. Oh, in Poland also we have mountains.
Are you ready? Какие песни у вас популярны? Вы любите слушать народную музыку?
Okay, yeah, I understood that. Okay. Jakie piosenki są u nas popularne i czy lubię słuchać muzyki narodowej? Chyba. W Polsce mamy na przykład disco polo. To jest popularny rodzaj muzyki wśród, bym powiedziała, ludzi tak chyba po 40-50. Ludzie w moim wieku to zazwyczaj słuchają rapu, hip-hopu, może popu. I czy lubię słuchać muzyki narodowej? No, mamy na przykład Chopina, mamy jakichś tam jeszcze innych kompozytorów, ale za bardzo nie słucham. Także tak.
Dobra, dobra.
It was a little bit complicated, so I just got like you don't really like listen folk music. You really like hip hop, pop, Chopin. I didn't get what are you talking about. Like I just got Chopin and like
Disco pulse?
disco pop.
Polish disco pulse?
Yeah, but like structure, no. I just got these words which are kind of similar to English. Sentence structure, no. So what did you say? I mean, I can. Did you understand the question?
I don't know.
So the question was like, which songs are famous in Poland, and do you like listen folk music?
Okay, yeah, so I understood that correctly, I think. I don't know if I answered correctly, but I said that people around the age of 40 and 50 listen to disco polo, which is like Polish disco. Very much that, yes, that's what it is. But young people around their 20s listen to like pop, hip hop, and rap. The second part, I thought of like national music, and I didn't think of like folk music. I was like, well, we have Chopin, Frédéric Chopin. He's a composer, and I was like, I don't really listen to him, but I mean, we have him, so there's that. That's what I said. Yes, surprisingly. I was not expecting that at all, but I understood it. I got the right. Thank you so much for the easy question.
I just understood like English words like hip hop, disco, but like the sentences and structure, no. So for me, maybe like 30%.
Maybe I misunderstood it a little bit because I didn't talk about folk music. I talked about like classical Polish music. Surprisingly, I understood like at least 90% of it, or 95. Like this was an easy one.
Okay, so I think I understood like 85%. There was one part which you were speaking like kind of faster, so I was like, oh, it was like, I was like, okay, I don't understand this. But the rest, I think I got it. But if it would be like different question and it would be like different topic, I'm not really sure how much would I get.
I got just some words. I also don't understand the structure. I just got some words like that look similar to Ukrainian. Like I can't say I understand all what you said, so there is just some words like this. So I would say like, no, I don't understand it.
For me, it was like 50-50, similar to Czech, because I knew what you were talking about because I understood the question in the first place. But like the way you were saying like traditional folk music, if I heard it randomly, I would probably make the connection right away. Oh, it's my turn. There you go. Should I not look at the question because I will? Okay.
Oh, next
Professional.
Какой ваш любимый цвет? Вам нравится красный или синий?
Ха-ха! Окей. Има много любими цветове. Един от тях е червено, затова днес съм облечена в червена блуза. Мисля, че ми отива много. И мисля, че ме попита дали предпочитам червено или синьо като цвят. И предпочитам червено.
Червен!
So like you say that your favorite color is red. Red in Bulgarian is like червеня.
Червено.
For the first, I thought it's like черный, black. Because in Russia, black it's черный.
Черно.
Черный. But red is what?
Червено.
Червено. So you say that your favorite color is red. It's like you have a blues in red color. If to choose between red and blue, you will choose red.
Exactly.
For example, if you just were talking about only red color, I wouldn't understand. I would get it like black.
So krasny
In Russian, red is krasny.
I just know the word, like that's why I could answer, but we might have a word, like probably older generations would be able to understand it, but for example, prekrasin, in Bulgarian we say prekrasin, which means wonderful.
In Czech we say překrásný.
Oh, okay.
Krasne may be also beautiful.
So I could understand like 80, maybe 85%.
I would say, yeah, 90 for you. For Russian?
For Russian.
No?
No, I wouldn't have gotten the question at all. I understood a little bit of what you were saying, and I was like, oh, it's about colors, and it's about czerwony, it's about red, it's about like red outfit.
Yeah, because I pointed at it.
No, but I heard it too. But the question, because I thought that krasny, I know that it means red, but I thought it means pretty.
Beautiful.
If you're only talking like what you were talking about, and if there are not questions, I'm not sure if I would get it. But with the questions, I think I got like 60%, maybe 70%. Yeah, but also it depends like what type of question is it. But
It's
yeah,
all about the context. Yeah.
I was very confident. And then I stopped being confident. Somewhere in the middle, after your blows, something happened, then it developed, and then there was a climax, and then yeah, again we are in red colors, so yeah.
Did you guys get that I said I have many favorite colors, but I prefer red, which is why I'm wearing
maybe
it
if
today.
you would like say it again, and not slowly, but like more loudly, because I couldn't really hear it. I was like,
Oh, sorry. Imam mnogo любимі цветове.
Okay, I would understand. Yeah, because it's similar like to Russian.
Oh, okay.
For me, since I learned Bulgarian at the school, I get it a bit.
Oh, really? How come?
Like I had 2 schools before. So the first school I went, they had a classes of Bulgarian language, and we also had like a dance crew, and they had like a Bulgarian dances kind of.
Like folk music?
Yeah, and I also took a part of that.
Wow.
Yeah, and people always spoke on Bulgarian there, so that's why I was like, I can understand.
I understood most of the first part. I didn't understand that you were talking about blue and comparing the colors. I did hear mnogo again, so I was like, okay, a lot of, like, what do you have a lot of?
The most easiest language for me was Belarus language.
Yeah.
Second, I can say Czech. I don't know why, maybe because like this particular. Then I would say Bulgarian and Ukraine, the same, and I'm sorry. Yeah, Polish for me, it's like the hardest.
We need to have Polish special.
Yeah, it's like very unique. Today we compare 6 Slavic language to see if we can understand each other.
If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.